I'm so excited to be playing a game at Levi Stadium. Get your tickets and I'll see you there.
Yeah, the boys are coming to America tomorrow, Monday, or today, Monday. I don't know when you're going to watch this video, but on Monday, Chelsea are in the US. And on Wednesday, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be the first game against West Ham, Santa Clara, California, Levi Stadium. And I'm so happy about Noni Madueke, really. The progress that he made in the last couple months under Mauricio Pochettino is very impressive. And you know that I'm not a big fan of Pochettino, but credit where it's due, because he helped Noni Madueke and some other players to develop as a man and to understand other aspects of football that we neglect. We want to be individual. We want to play for ourselves. But if you work for the team, good thing will happen to you.
I was going to ask about your form, because you are flying at the moment. You must be delighted with how things are going.
Yeah, thank God I'm able to play a lot, contribute to my teammates, which is all I really want to do.
You mentioned that word contribution, and you are all over the pitch at the moment, offensively, defensively. Is that something that you've looked at working on in your game?
Yeah, to be fair, the manager's been on me about it for a while. I've probably been a bit hard-headed about it. But he literally just told me that, trust me, if you try and play the game in a more complete way in terms of defending and attacking and just being everywhere in terms of trying to help your teammates, working hard, then your individual talent and ability will come through, and that's what's happening right now. So I thank him for the words and for persisting. And
I was going to ask about your form.
Yeah. I know, we're not supposed to give any credit to Pochettino, but listen, man, I'm an honest person. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give him some credit here. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. American pitches. Okay? So, on Saturday, it was a game that I think West Ham against Bournemouth in America, and the pitch just look the way you see it on TV. And some Chelsea players started complaining, not players, fans started moaning and complaining online. Like CFC Daily here said, hope the PFA speak out about the state of the pitches, the PL clubs and others have to deal with when going to the US. Complaining already, and I know why he's complaining about it, because remember last summer, people complained about Christopher Nkunku getting injured in America, and the pitch was blamed for the injury and more than that. So I'm going to conclude in a little bit. Let's continue. This is Max here, London first, West Ham and Bournemouth right now, and the state of the pitch. So basically saying the same old thing, complaining about how the pitch is bad in America, which I understand. I know it's not the same green kind of looking stadium the way you will see in the Premier League, but I will explain to you a little bit more about what I think about this topic. Okay, this is Thomas Tuchel years ago, right? When he was complaining about Stamford Bridge, that it's very difficult to play at Stamford Bridge. It's very hard. The pitch is not good. The ball is bouncing all over the place, and the players can get injured. It's on the record. If you want to watch, you can just Google it or just YouTube, say Thomas Tuchel complaining about Stamford Bridge, and you will see. You see this one? This is Stamford Bridge, how it looks. You see those white stuff? All right. In the Premier League, they try to hide everything, right? They try to make all the Premier League pitches looks perfect, but they are not perfect. Let me tell you something. Stamford Bridge is like 70% natural and 30% artificial. So it's not 100% all good or natural pitches that we have in the Premier League. A lot of them are mixed pitches. Let me continue. Yeah, you can really watch these videos about Thomas Tuchel complaining about the pitches in England. And I will conclude. Just stay tuned. We only have like 3 minutes to go. So don't cut off and don't start insulting immediately, right? Like, give me a chance here. This is Gianfranco Zola, Marcel Desailly, Didier Deschamps, World Cup winners, Frank Leboeuf, George Weah, the president of Liberia today, playing at Stamford Bridge. Do you see the state of those pitches? Yes, Stamford Bridge, few years ago. So nothing is like, this was like in 2003. That was, more recently, but I'm trying to make a point here, right? So that is Stamford Bridge, how the pitches used to be. Around Europe and also around the world, you still have some bad pitches. This one was like June the 9th. This picture here, right? Stamford Bridge. Less than a month or a month ago, let's say so. Look at the state of the pitch of Stamford Bridge, right? So the problem I'm trying to say here is excuses. I don't want to hear any kind of excuses. Look at this. This is how the Premier League used to be played. Now everything is improving. The problem we have with people today is weak mentalities. Very, very weak mentality. They are trying to blame everything on the pitch, everything on the bus, everything on the kitchen lady, everything on everything. You know, we blame. We're just looking for somebody to blame. Imagine if today's players were playing at Stamford Bridge this way, or in the 80s. Look at Pelé, Maradona, what kind of pitches they used to play and what kind of clothes they used to wear, because when it gets wet, it's too heavy. Today, with technology and medicine, everything is improving. The point that I'm trying to make here is I am not happy about American pitches, don't get me wrong, but don't blame everything on the American pitches. Last season, Chelsea had like 14 injuries. Long-term injuries. Certain players didn't even play one game. They got injured where? At Cobham Training Center. Boom, ACL injury. Christopher Nkunku, he got injured where? In the French camp before the World Cup 2022. It was a tackle from Camavinga. The brother was out of the World Cup, and then he was out for almost the entire season at Leipzig before joining Chelsea Football Club. The game that he got injured against, I think it was against Borussia Dortmund, the last game of our US tour. It was a tackle, very ugly, stupid tackle in the box. He got injured. It was supposed to be a penalty. We were not given a penalty. What that has to do with American pitch, I don't understand. People try to brush that away and then blame the pitch. How about 2 surgeries that he had before joining Chelsea? How about the entire season that he missed when he was at Leipzig and he didn't play the World Cup? So yes, I understand the pitches are not in the condition that people want to see, but they are not that bad because they are special boots, special shoes to play on those 50-50 pitches. Those pitches are 50% natural, 50% artificial. Stamford Bridge, 70% natural, 30% artificial. There is no such a big difference. The problem is it doesn't show those clean line and maintenance that they always show us on TV in the Premier League. Because why? These are like the NFL stadiums, right? So why would you transform the whole pitch immediately for just one game, one training game for Chelsea Football Club? Just think about it. And remember this, Chelsea players don't need a bad pitch to get injured. They can get injured by watching TV. They can walk the dog out and get an ACL injury. We are injury-prone team. Fofana, before the two, he was already injured. Badiashile was injured before even the two. Lavia was injured before even he signed for Chelsea Football Club. But if we have one injury in America, it's gonna be all about Chelsea. It's about American pitches, which is ridiculous for me, and it's not true, because all these injuries that you see here, crisis last season, they didn't get those injuries in America. They got these injuries at London Stadium, playing against West Ham, for example, Stamford Bridge, Old Trafford, Edison Park, the Millennium Stadium, in England stadiums, that we got all these injuries. How on earth you gonna blame America for all these injuries? And you know what? Chelsea fans are specialists in conflict, drama. They want something. They want somebody to blame so we can keep the business going. Because you know how it goes. Drama brings money. Drama brings views. Drama will bring success. So we are looking for somebody or something negative to talk about Chelsea in this preseason. Are we gonna get? We might not even get anybody injured in this tour, or we might get few players injured during this tour. That is part of football. Regardless of how good or bad your pitch is, injuries are going to happen. So man up, and remember, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Juventus, you can go Milan, all the big clubs, PSG, all of them come here on tour in America for money. They get the bag. Nobody got injured. Nobody complained about injuries. Nobody blame American pitches for anything. But when it comes to Chelsea Football Club, just one injury, oh my goodness. It's America, it's America. Man up. Those players don't sleep even at night. They play video games. They are not disciplined in their own life. All right? And then injuries, you're gonna be injury prone if you don't take care of yourself. So when it comes to injuries at Chelsea Football Club, it's not only about the pitches. It's about the training. It's about the doctors. It's about the diet. It's about the sleeping habit. It's about your own discipline at home. It's a lot of things when it comes to injuries. So if there is a part of things that you're not taking care on your own at home, do not come and blame the pitch, because 99.999% of the people playing on the same pitches are not getting injured. Why only you? Ask yourself that question.